hmm Hey y'all, it's me. So, oh my gosh, do I have a lot to say today? But Doc and I are telling our real love story, and this is welcome to episode actually what, babe?
36.
And what happened to no. Is it 36 or 37? Because remember,
The
we
last
said the
one.
last one was 35 when
And
really it was
36.
36.
So this one is 37.
37. Okay. So we got a little confused on the episodes because my iPad would not let me upload episode 35 to my Facebook. It would only let me upload it to our YouTube channel. So it's on our YouTube channel. However, it's not on our Facebook. So this is episode 37. So here's what I want to talk about. Oh, by the way, my children and my husband was on me because I hadn't made any sweet potato pies in a long, long, long time. And so,
I don't necessarily do pumpkin pie.
no,
I grew up on potato pie.
sweet potato pie.
Yes.
So, I made us some sweet potato pie, and I made enough to where I have sweet potato filling left over so that we can make some more. Excuse me. But they turned out really well. My daughter-in-law took one home so she could bake at her house. So anyway, that was really good. We meet with the children every Sunday. However, this is what I want to talk about right here. So Doc and I, when we first got married, we really became each other's cheerleaders. And I want to say before we even got married, we, are fans of each other. And we love music. Of course we would. Doc is also a musician. And this particular summer, we decided to do some local jazz festivals. Um, and we did this one local jazz festival. You know where I'm going, babe? You think you know where I'm going?
I think I have an inkling.
So we did this one local jazz festival, right? And we didn't go with any of our friends. And Doc's, every time I say, hey, you want to go to a concert? Or he says, hey, you want to go to a concert? Doc always responds with, is it nosebleed seats? Because he don't want to sit way in the back. He wants to be where he can see the keyboard's hands because, he's got those keyboards. He says, where you have your keyboard, babe? Where is it in your...
Oh, you're talking from.
And so he wants to be able to see the keys because then later he can play them. Okay, or be, down front where you can hear it very clearly because later he can play those same keys. Okay, so anyhow, he asked, are the seats, and then he said, I want to take you to this jazz festival. He said, but you get the seats, right? I said, okay, I'll get the seats. So I got the seats. I got the seats on the front row, y'all.
Oh, I know where you
You know where I'm going, babe. You know where I'm going. So, we got there to the concert, and then all of a sudden, our seats weren't front row seats. And, of course, hey, I always have everything. This is what I bought. This is what it said. I even took a screenshot of where it said our seats would be and how far they would be from the stage. Anyway, I handled all of that. We ended up getting our front row seats. The venue took care of it. They apologized, all that kind of stuff. Here's where I want to go. So something happens to me when somebody does something to Doc. I can only describe it like this. If somebody disrespects him or does something to humiliate him or does something to make him feel like he is second, okay, especially after he's helped you. I can literally feel heat from my feet rise up through my body if somebody disrespects him. Now, I don't know if you have ever been in a room with me when somebody disrespects Doc. I tell you, after that heat feeling rises up, my lip quivers. Okay? And it's something that I try to control. And then I will go after you with a vengeance. If you mess with my children and with Doc, I'm learning to actually control that. Now, there are some beautiful things happening to me and Doc, and how does this relate to the Jazz Festival? Well, that's what happens to me when I get upset about somebody disrespecting Doc. And although there are some beautiful things happening, like I said, there is this specific thing, and the Lord hasn't released me yet to give specific names. And I'm praying that He release me, because boy, do I want to give these names. Okay. However, um, when we were at this jazz festival, people stood up around me, and I want to say Charlie Wilson was on stage. That's what I want to say. Okay, and he sings, "There goes my baby," right? So I remember getting up, I'm grooving, hey,
Fundamental
hey,
member
hey.
of the Gap Band.
Right, a fundamental member of the Gap Band,
Right.
right? Ooh, Doc, you did a good job on your pie. Okay.
Go.
It's gone. So I get up, I'm grooving, right? I'm just swaying, hey, hey, hey,
While other people are standing up and swinging.
Right, while other people are too. Okay. Now I told you how I get when somebody does something to Doc. And if you've been in the room with me, I believe you may have experienced it, and let me apologize. I'm sorry. Okay. So at this concert, I'm up, and this guy behind me puts his hands on me to take my shoulders and sit me down, right? I have never seen this side of Doc. Okay. Babe, what had happened was, what'd you do, babe? He was outraged. Okay, now here go the funny part. When Doc stood up with his loud voice to take your hands off my wife, our friends, we didn't go to the concert with no friends. But friends showed up out of the woodwork. Boom, 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 boom. Before you know it, we had so many people around us that are friends was like, we got this, Doc. Okay. Y- y'all gone and have a good time. We got this. Okay. Anyway, we got it all together. Person apologized. He removed himself from where they were sitting. Um, and, of course, we don't advocate no violence. Okay. However, know your audience. Know who you're dealing with. Okay. Know who you're dealing with. Let me say it again. Know your audience. So, I said all of that to come back to how me and Doc were in this certain situation, and this person totally disrespected my husband. Okay. Um, the Lord has not released me yet to release this person's name, but let me say this. We were together in the same room, and this person had the audacity to say all I've done is feed my husband negativity. What? You don't know me, bruh. You don't know your audience. You don't make it 43 years of being in love with your gift that the Lord has sent you for you to sit across the table and say, all I do is feed my husband negativity. I want to get the words right. All I do, no,
All you have done
all I've done,
during this meeting. That's what he was trying to say.
okay, is
Feed.
feed my husband negativity. No, I fed my husband the truth of what you did. Okay? And I'm praying that the Lord will release me to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth right here on good old social media. But let me say this, anybody who does something to Doc, expect to feel it from me. What you better hope is that his family don't get involved. All right? And I'm not making no threats. I'm not making no violent threats. I don't roll like that. But you shall reap what you sow. That's the word, man. I have seen people mess with this anointed man over here, and they are now asleep. Not at any doing of Doc's. But the Lord says, touch not my anointed. And if you don't know anything else about my husband, Dr. Robert Wayne Cook, is that he is anointed and he loves to serve the Lord and treat people with dignity and respect. But if you come for him, you come for all of us. Okay? That's my message. And I pray that the Lord releases me to say more. But don't ever twist your mouth to say, all I do is feed my husband negativity. Because my husband is my gift from the Lord. And no one, absolutely no one, can come in between us. Because we took the marriage vows to be one. And if you think you got the power to come between us, you're mistaken. And yeah, you know who you are. And whoever listened to this video and you want to run and tell it, go right ahead. Because I'm coming back with more, I pray, if the Lord releases me. Yeah, you know who you are. Don't mess with Doc. Don't start none. Won't be none. That's a good old song. Okay? Because my daddy taught me you don't shake hands with those who don't have your best interest at heart. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right, I'm out, y'all. Peace. I love it. The truth shall set you free.